obviously, sorry to touch on this question, but do you reckon that when you die, you see your mum again?
Boy, you know, it's crazy, yeah, because, bro, you know what it is, yeah? I struggle with, I'm religious, but I also struggle to like really say I 100% believe. Like I question a lot of things, and I question it because my faith is not that strong, if I'm going to be honest with you. I struggle with my faith. I have moments where I'm like 100% believe, then moments where I'm like, So I can't answer that question because there are some days where I'm like, yeah, I 100% believe, you know, in the afterlife, I 100% believe I'm going to be in heaven, I'm going to see my folks. Then there's moments where I'm like, who's gone there and come back and shown me? Do you see what I'm saying? Say, who's gone there, come back and proven to me that this place is a real place? So I don't know, bro. I don't know, but I do know that when I was younger, I tangled with death. I didn't have that much fear of losing my life. Do you understand? And I'm not saying like fear of like, oh, cowering, like, oh, I don't want to lose my life, but fear in a sense where it's like, I didn't fear death, basically. Now, I don't fear death, but I've got so many responsibilities now. I've got a wife, I've got a child. Do you understand? Like, I have a lot to live for. Even though I did then, but you're young, so you don't get it. But now I'm a mature man who understands my responsibilities. So I do think about death a lot now, in a sense where it's like, am I making sure that my daughter's secure, my wife is secure? Can I leave them in a good space when I'm gone? Have I got everything put together? Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Have you got life insurance?
Yeah, I made sure I got that.
That's good.
And
more men need to get life insurance. You know, anyone who ain't got life insurance needs to get life insurance.
Yeah, I agree.
And especially a lot of black guys. I don't know if a lot of black guys. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, carry on. Sorry.
No, it's cool, bro. It's just. Yeah, I don't know, man. I hope I see my mother again. I really do hope I do. But sometimes I just feel like, you know what? What if we die and we just? That's it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's nice to believe that there's a place where we're gonna live happily ever after and we're gonna see each other again. But, bruv, how full up is that place gonna be? You know how many people have died for over the billions of years this planet's been circulating the sun? Are they all gonna be there?
You think? I swear to God, when we talk sometimes, it's mad. You think just like me. That's what I say. Even down to the whole concept of like heaven and hell. I think it's just been sold to us as like a way to like, oh, behave, otherwise very rare. You heard Donald Trump the other day talking about, I heard Donald Trump the other day talking about,
I'm heaven bound.
Yeah, I think I'm going to hell or whatever, very rare. I don't think I'm going to heaven or whatever he said, yeah. I'm thinking, do these elites know something that we don't? They just sold us. Because, bro, if you look at it really, poor people are the most religious people. Yeah? Even rich people ain't religious like that. Do you know what I'm saying? Do they know secrets that we don't know and them things there? So when I think about heaven and hell, sometimes I'm just like you. I was brought up in Islam. Like, my name's Muslim, everything, you know what I'm saying? But out of my whole family, I'm a black sheep. I'm not gonna lie, I don't. Because a lot of the thing, I'm a free thinker, bro. I'm a free thinker. Do you know what I'm saying? So many things are questions as a child, and I was almost like side-eyed, or do you know what I'm saying? Almost like, do you know what I'm saying? Things I shouldn't have been asking certain questions, and this is what kind of I feel like religion teaches you, to be blinded just by anything you're told, and just, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, I'm not meaning to go down that deep hole of religion and stuff, yeah. But my point is, I've just always thought, when I thought about death and stuff, I just thought, just like you just said, so many, like, they'd be like, oh, there's going to be one judgment day and very rare. Maybe it's true or whatever, I don't know. But the way my brain think and the logic, like you just said, do you know how long this planet been around for? What about all them people? My mom died when I was 11, bro. So what? They're just sitting around waiting somewhere. What are they doing?
I have those questions.
Them people that died flipping slavery times before that, you're like, well, what's all the, what? Are they pre-trial? What are they doing?
Bro, I have those same questions. As I said, I have moments where I just question a lot of things. I'm like, you know what?
And
Man.
and the thing is, sorry to cut you. There's gonna be people they've read stuff somewhere, and they'll be able to like put in the comments. They'll be like, "Oh yeah, this is what happens
Yeah.
before judgment," or "This is what it says in this book." But what we, my thing is, yeah, not it's not for anyone to contemplate with or struggle with, yeah. But my thing is, yeah, I don't believe any of these books because they're all written by men. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the Bible is, I think it's still one of the best-selling books of all time. So who's getting the peas?
What was
You know
that?
what I'm saying?
Did you say who's getting the peas?
Yeah.
The Catholic Church, bro. Rome, Vatican.
But yeah, the girl was doing the thing the other day where she wanted diapers and no one, they're telling her they're not a food bank. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is, yeah, like I said, my mom died when I was 11 as well. And I always think to myself, when I was young, I think, oh, you think to yourself, I said, when you're young, you're a bit more naive, innit? I think, oh, I'm going to see her one day and I can't wait and and all them things there.
Yeah.
But as you get older, and obviously time as well, distance, I'm a big man now, you know what I'm saying? I think to myself, nah, man, this stuff is all a lie, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? It's good to have known her and it hurts, but I don't think I'll ever see her again. I think that's just it, bro. The souls are just dispersed and them things there. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what I think.
Yeah, with me, I'm. It depends on my mood, bro. There's some moods where I'm like, yeah, man, I'm definitely gonna see my mum again. Definitely gonna see my dad again. Definitely gonna see my grandma again. Because my grandfather passed before I was born, but my grandma, I spent a good couple of years of her. Maybe like I was 6 or 7 when she passed away, and I still remember her like vividly. Amazing woman, and I think sometimes it's the nostalgic feeling or the memories of their personalities and the warmth that it gives you, and the era it takes you to where life was a lot more simpler and you were happier and you didn't have responsibilities and they were like the center of your existence and your life. And I think we want that feeling back, so we give ourselves this delusional kind of like perception of we're gonna see them again because you just want that feeling back. But I think that's all we're chasing. We're chasing that feeling. It's kind of like drug addicts when they're chasing the dragon. Do you know what I mean?
Even as a big man, yeah, I don't know if you think like this, yeah, even as a big man, as much as I'm saying all this, yeah, imagine, as much as I'm saying all this, and I sound like I believe what I'm saying, yeah, even as a big man, when I'm doing certain things, or when I've got my kids, I'm like, oh, I know my mom's watching down on me, you know. I know, I know, like when certain good things happen to me, or, you know what I'm saying, I'm like, oh, yo, I think my mom might be looking out for me and them things there, but is he like forced, like, do you get what I'm saying? Bro. Although I don't believe we're ever going to see these people again, and it's just it's a lie we've been told and all that stuff. It's like atheists and stuff, and then they get into problems. They're like, oh my god, and they start praying, and that one's there. Although I don't believe, I believe they're gone, dead and buried and stuff. But somehow deep inside, I'm like, she's still somewhere watching over me and guiding me and everything there. You know what I'm saying? It's mad.
It's
almost like man can't let go.
I have those thoughts too. I believe my mum. My mum never got to meet my wife, never got to meet my daughter. She died without seeing grandchildren, and she used to always say to me she wants grandchildren. But unfortunately, the women I was dating at the time when my mother was alive, they were not really the kind of women I wanted to like settle down with. Do you know what I mean? I thought they were, but then obviously certain revelations will come out, and you're like, damn, thank God I didn't, like, you know what I mean? Pop the question, thank God I didn't do this, thank God I didn't do that. So, you know, my mother never got to see the amazing woman that I've married and the beautiful family that I've started with her. So sometimes I convince myself that she has seen them. She is watching over us. She is seeing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, she can see it all. And I always say to my wife, my mom would have loved you. My mom would have loved you. And it's true, bro. Just looking at my wife's personality and just the way she likes to like learn and she likes to be around elders. My wife's always around elders. I don't know what it is, but she's for a young woman, she's very like old soul. She loves being around her mom and her aunties and that kind of generation. Do you know what I mean?
That's who she feels comfortable around, isn't it?
Yeah, bro. My wife's an old soul, bro. Do you know what I mean? You know, and I sometimes think, my mom would have really taken a shine to her because, my wife's not from the same country as me, but she cooks all my country foods. She learned to cook all my country foods, And she learned from YouTube, bro. And any aunties that want to chat to her, like, do you know what I mean? Along the way of her journey in life, do you know what I mean? And I'm like, bro,
Bro, sorry. Oh, sorry.
Go.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say, yeah, it's the same as you. I have the same sort of like sentiments and stuff as well. I lost my mom, like I said, when I was 11. So, bro, you know, like you say, your mom ain't seen your wife and all that stuff. But my mom didn't even get to see me be a teenager. You know, that ones there, like, bro, I remember like school parents evenings and them things there, and people used to like even bring their like parents and stuff. And I just saw, I used to like not be envious, not being envious mean I'm hating, but just like I just wanted it. What's the word for that? I'm not jealous to where like I'm hating on man, but you know, like I used to see the mum and son relationship, and I was close to my mum and them things there. So like I see that with like my friends and other people and how they, like man misses a lot of that stuff, even down to like me getting married and having my kids and all them things there, and I'm just like, yo, this, and you know, like just like, like you do as well. Deep down, I'm thinking, I know she's seen them. I know she like, but bro, just lies, man. I just lies we're telling ourselves and them things there.
I just think, I'll be honest with you, I don't know, bro. Look, it's funny because what you just said, I'm going to tell you something, and it's like, my mum used to go to a lot of hospital appointments, and at the time I didn't drive. My elder brother drives. So he used to always drive her to hospital appointments. So I remember saying, right, I'm going to get my driving license. I started driving late, I'm not going to lie. I could drive, but I never got my license, which is crazy. So I remember getting my first car, and I always told my mum my first car was going to be a Mercedes, and I got that exact Mercedes that I wanted to get, right? And I remember driving it back from where I purchased it from and thinking to myself, I'm going to go pick up my mum and drive her to a hospital appointment. But she wasn't alive. But I was telling myself that. And there's moments where I would drive somewhere and let's say that destination I'm going to, I had to go through a route where her hospital was. I would talk to my passenger seat. Like, Mum, I'm just going to drop you off quickly and I'm going to do what I've got to do and pick you up. And I just used to think, why am I thinking that, bro? Do you know what I mean? Like, why am I thinking that? It's crazy, bro. It's like, it's mad, but touching on,
obviously, you never know. She might be, like maybe the spirits raw there. Maybe like, maybe I don't know.
That's the thing.
You know what I'm saying,
I'm in the same boat as you. I don't know, but I do. That's what I'm saying. My faith withers because I do feel it. So I know that's faith, but at certain times, logic will say, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah, you remember you was a grown man when you lost your mum, so I was in a different place. I don't remember with time that's passed. I don't. Obviously, I feel the same way about my mum, but you know what I mean? It's not. Yeah. My thinking as a child wasn't like that. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, you know what I mean? It wasn't. I mourned another way, and you know what I mean? Like I said, I was a tearaway. I just done mad stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I didn't have. I never had a moment where I was driving and thought, oh, I just, you know what I'm saying? I was just almost didn't think about it. And it's mad as well, it's mad we're having this conversation. I'm a real guy. I can keep it real. But it's like, even when I heard my mom died, man didn't cry or nothing, innit? Maybe like a week, few days later, man cried and them things there in my bed by myself and stuff. Hit me when I was in bed one night. But I realized, bro, see, like, I've been through a lot of stuff in life, but like, I'm numb to a lot of things, But I think because, like I said, due to like my mum's death and all, it's like a therapy session. It's mad. Due to like my mum's death and all that, because I never mourned, and a lot of things, like just being grown up in Nigeria, you just get hardened to a lot of things. So I could be watching like EastEnders or something dumb, bro. Something dumb will happen, and bro, it was just make me emotional, and I start busting out eye water and them things there. Bro, I bust eye water over the dumbest thing. Sometimes, bro. And sometimes it's like, it's mad, bro. And I just think like, bro, I could see death, like mad stuff, mad death and all. Like, none of that stuff will make me like drink any whole. Like, it doesn't shake me. It could be like a woman just lost her puppy or something.
Because it triggers. Bro, you see, our hearts and our minds, yeah, there's compartments, bro. I believe there's compartments. And sometimes we lock these compartments up so we can get along with our life. But certain times our body just says, hey, you need to empty out a bit of stuff in that room. Yeah, because that room's getting too full. You're hoarding too much. It's funny you say that because I've had 2 situations like that. The most embarrassing one, which I shouldn't be embarrassed of, but it was embarrassing. I was on the tube, the underground, right? And it was full of passengers on the train, full of passengers, bro. And I was sat next to this very old white lady. Do you remember Pat Butcher from EastEnders?
Yeah.
She looked just like Pat Butcher. She was wearing jewelry, her nails were done. She had a puffy white afro, white lady, right? And I don't know why, but I started. You know, sometimes when you're on the tube, you just got nothing to do but just look around because you don't want to make eye contact with people. So I'm looking at the tube station, looking at the stops, and looking at the adverts on the wall and everything. And I just started crying, bro. But it was one of those cries where I think I'd held in too much because similar to you, I didn't cry when my mom passed away. You know, my older brother he cried a lot, and I used to envy him. Like, why? How comes you can cry and I can't? Do you know what I mean? You know, and yeah, I was on the train and basically I just started crying, but it was one of those uncontrollable cries where it was sniffling. You're just trying your best to like hold it down, but you can't. And this white lady just grabbed me, put my head on her shoulder, put her arm around me, and just started stroking my face and my head and saying, it's okay. And I was thinking, how do you know what I'm crying about? Why is she saying it's okay? How do you know? I could be the problem. It's like she just knew.
She was meant to be there then to like,
yeah, bro.
And
I remember feeling so like at ease, like this is what I needed. Do you know what I'm trying to say? This is what I needed, and I always remember that because whenever I remember that moment, it just makes you realize that sometimes you just gotta get it out, bro. Just gotta get. I don't know why I wasn't crying, and I don't think so. I was being macho because I'm not one of those men that think I'm not ignorant like that. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
No, neither am I.
Yeah,
bro.
Do you know what I mean?
I wouldn't be thinking like that as a kid when I heard that news. So I wasn't thinking like that. So it just, like, man, everyone just, bro. See, like in my family, yeah, we celebrated growing up, before till my mom died. We celebrated a lot more deaths than anything else, bro. Like people died in my family, like it's just like. Like man's a bit kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I thought man was numb to it until it hits home. You're like, God damn.
Yeah, for real, bro.
This is different. There was there. Yeah. And that's like, me and my wife, I don't know why I always say my girl, she cusses me. Me and my wife we had a debate. I almost like got mad on her because I can't remember who it was. She was saying, which I understand, it's easier to lose your parent as an adult than it is as a child, which I fully understand. But I'm saying to her, like, because she hasn't lost no parents, both her parents. I'm saying to her, until you lose a parent, then come back to me and then tell me that. Obviously, she won't be able to gauge as an adult or anything there, but you love your mum a lot, innit? And if anything was to happen to your mum, you'd be like a little baby and everything there. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't think, what I was trying to say is I don't think you engage it of whether an adult or whether a child. Everyone's got different personalities.
You know what? It's very interesting what you're saying because I had friends who lost their parents long before I lost my parents. Like I remember one of my friends back in the days, one Iranian brother, his father passed away. And at the time, my father was alive. And I remember feeling empathy for him. But when my father passed away, it had been many years since his father passed away. And I remember like trying to gauge the two, thinking, how am I processing my father's death as a man in comparison to my friend who found out when he was quite young? And the way he consoled me and the way he gave me like comfort, and just basically gave me assurance that everything would be okay, I realized he'd already gone through all of the grieving and all of the memories, and now it's just, okay, this is what it is. So I think it's different. I don't think Eva has it easier. I think it's just...
That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I said to her. You wait until it happens to you. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. You can't really gauge because, first of all, everyone's different. You can't say because they're a child, they're going to have it harder. Because some children, like myself, I didn't process it till later, which almost ruined my life because of the path I took
it out of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And some people, like maybe some of my brothers and sisters, they processed it then. They went on and had fruitful lives and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it just depends on the person.
Yeah.
Because I got a younger brother, but he didn't process it like I did.
Yeah, because he was way too young,
You know what I'm
bro.
saying?
If you were 11, how old was he?
9.
Oh,
So
that's what I'm saying. See what you just said. Even that. How do you be there for that 9-year-old when you yourself are going through it? How do you be
I
there?
didn't know how to be there for myself.
That's what I'm trying to say. This is you see siblings, yeah. That's another thing as well. We have to like process that kind of scenario when it comes to like siblings. Sometimes how they come together to deal with it, they've got to be there for each other, but they're also in the same boat and they're all grieving at the same time. It's difficult.
In an African household, no counseling, no therapy.
Bro.
We don't talking about. We don't even talk about it. We haven't talked about it since.
Yeah. It happens, bro. I've seen siblings fall out. Literally, don't talk no more because they got so much. They're harboring so much that they can't get it off their chest that they can't talk to each other no more. You know, it destroys their relationships. Like me, I'm not gonna lucky. I'm lucky because my brother, he's like my twin to me, and he's like a dad to me. He's 4 years older than me, but he's like a father to me. He bought me my first pair of trainers. He's always looked after me. I can always rely on him. So he's always been like a father. My father passed away. He was my father. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So my mum passed. Even though he's in my culture, he's older, and you know what it's like in our West African culture. Your older brother is like kind of like a father to you, so you kind of don't have that pally relationship with them. But I'm grateful that my brother, even though we're not pally like let's joke about it and that, I can still talk to him, and he'll give me the wisdom that a father would give a son. You know what I'm trying to say? So I've got that relationship with him. I don't want to be pally and play fight with him, and I just know that if I'm ever in trouble or something's on my heart, he will listen to me. Yeah, he's not one of those brothers I'll be like, tough up and man up and don't talk about that. He'll listen to me. Do you understand? And then obviously because we lost our mum, he talked to me and I listened to him because I believe from my age being a younger brother, his wisdom and all the wisdom I took from my elders, it made me a wiser person. So he will talk to me. Even my mum, when she was alive, she will tell me things that most mothers wouldn't have those conversations with their sons because you're talking to a kid. But my mum would tell me these things and I'd give her advice and she would actually listen to my advice sometimes, bro. Do you know what I mean? So I'm grateful for that family that I had, bro. I'm very grateful for the family that I had. But, bro, you know what? It's funny because what you said, yeah, it's just triggered so many memories when you're talking about how you just cry. Sometimes, like, the weirdest things make you cry. I was in a calf, like, about 2 weeks after my mom passed away, yeah. I was in a calf, yeah, having a cup of tea, just chilling. And the TV was on in the calf and it was playing Mamma Mia, here I go again, Mama. I think it's ABBA. It's ABBA, isn't it?
ABBA, yeah, ABBA.
Bro, I don't even know what they were saying, but just the Mamma Mia.
Just triggered you.
Oh, bro, I started crying in the calf. And once again, it's almost like people just knew this is something deep. There were Turkish guys in the calf, very nice. They're local calf, very nice guys. They're brothers. The other brother was cleaning the tables near the TV and the other brother was behind the counter. He looked at his brother and he was saying in a language, basically, he was doing this in a language like, basically, cut the TV off, cut the TV off. So they cut the TV off. He's like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah. And he goes, you lost somebody? I'm like, a mother? I was like, yeah. I goes, how'd you know? And he goes, I kind of figured that song came on and he just started crying, so we turned it off. Bro, that was the only 2 times. My mom's been dead for about 7 years, 8 years now. Those are the only 2 times I've cried, like, in public. Most of the times it's when I'm driving and no one can see me. A tear might just drop. Sometimes I'm in my car and I just scream. When there's no one around, I just scream, from the top of my lungs, bro. I just scream because it's
getting out.
Bro, it's not a joke, man. But something I wanted to ask you, yeah. You mentioned before certain paths that you went down because you didn't know how to process it and all that. Do you think had you have processed it, or had you have had like someone to talk to, do you think you would have gone to like the place that you? I don't want to mention it because I don't know if you want it out there.
Hell no. Hell no. No, I wouldn't have. I wouldn't have. No, I wouldn't. Like I said, growing up in an African household, didn't it? It's just like boom, deal with it. And then like, yeah, I don't want to give away too much of my history on this channel and everything there, but yeah, man was dealing with a lot of stuff at home, in school. Yeah, and it just, I don't know. 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 It just, I don't yeah, I'm not gonna lie. See, like after my mom died, yeah, I went through like about till I was about swear till I was about 25, 26. I'm not gonna tell the full story, but till I was 26, yeah, I remember sitting there thinking the day I said, because from my mom died, I was 11 till 26. I made a conscious decision that I didn't care whether I lived or died. You know, them ones there, like you know, like man was on the road, didn't it? You know, like I was up to all sorts of like I didn't care whether I lived, and until one day stuff happened, and I was just sitting there. I was 26 at the time, and I was just I don't know. I just had a moment of clarity, and I just said, you know what? I'm a madman. Like my mum would be ashamed of me doing all this. Like why am I living like this? And then from then on, I just stopped.
Wow, it's funny because I was going to ask you, when obviously you got locked up, did you ever sit down in your cell one day and say to yourself, well, my mum would want me to be here?
That's when I had my moment of clarity. So,
that's deep, bro. That's
deep. Just sitting there, and they give you like, for example, when you're looking at a certain time, it's a lot. It's just it's a lot. But yeah, you live and learn, innit? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what made me who I am today and why I am. But
of course,
unless I tell you the story, like I'll let you know me and I tell you the story, like I laugh and joke a lot in it. You never know nothing. Like I'm not one of those like sulking or whatever. Like I get on with it. You know what I'm saying? So but I feel like everything like man's been through life, from Nigeria and real all through life down to like, it prepared me for like life. It prepared me for life. You go through these things and you don't know why you go through them at the time, but later in life you're like, bro, I'll keep it real, bro. I'll keep it real with you right now. I even keep it real. I was at a position, I've told you this story before. I'm living, because I was homeless. There's some point I was homeless. I was living with crack. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching them do their thing.
You was living with Pookie. Pookie on them.
Bro, I was sleeping on the sofa and them things. You mad, bro. You know, like, and it was easy for me. I was at my lowest point. It was easy for me to just be like, yo, let me take a hit on that. Quick. You know, like,
easy.
Let me.
You could have gone down that road.
You know, there was there. It's mad. But yeah. But like I said,
thank God you never did that, bro, because I don't know where you would be right now, bro.
Bro, you know I mean? I would have been like flipping gun smoking holes.
And I want a cheeseburger.
Hey man, you want this cheese? I got this cheeseburger. You know? Listen. But yeah, no. It's just bro. Yeah, bro. With you see, like with life, I always talk about the butterfly effect, innit? You know what I'm saying? With life, things happen. You can take many different directions and stuff. You can react to that thing in many different ways, but those routes you take to react to those things will always have its consequences, even if it's a good route.
Yeah. It have an effect on the future, definitely. You might not even recognize yourself. Do you know what I mean? You go through what you go through to be who you are. I know myself. I don't want to never ever not recognize myself because I chose to change one thing to make my present day be a lot better, because I believe it'll be a lot better. That's why that movie, The Butterfly Effect, so amazing. Do you know what I mean? But you know what? There was something you said earlier, which really I wanted to touch on, but I could. What was it that you said again? You said you don't know if it was envy that you felt when you saw other people with their mothers as a kid and that, Bro, it's deep that you said that,
No, because I know it's not envy.
Yeah.
I know, because I'm not hating on man's mom.
No, but you're trying to find the right word. You're trying to find the right word, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not envy, because envy's got a bit of like you hate, I don't know, it's got a bit of, it's got a negative connotation attached to it, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? But I was jealous, but without the envy. I was jealous without the envy.
Yeah, I hear you. But these aren't bad things, because it's not as if you're acting on it like, I'm gonna, I wish. it's you just felt like I wish I was in their shoes. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
which is understandable because with me, I never got to feel that because my mum passed like you said when I was a mature man. She passed when I was in my like, you know, and but with me, what I felt was people didn't know how to be around me when my mum passed because I'm a grown man and now all of a sudden I'm distant. I'm out the scene of certain things. I lost a lot of friends as well because I felt like they didn't know how to like console me. They didn't know how to deal with me. So they
Okay.
distanced themselves. And looking back now, I get it. But at the time I was like, you understand? You ain't called me, you ain't text me, you ain't even come to see me. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Which is good because I don't want those kind of people around me. Then there were those who I made new friends because they were coming around me and I didn't even know them that well, but they were making an effort. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And so with me, it's different.
Some people just don't know how to deal with stuff. I don't think it
Yeah.
necessarily means they're bad friends.
No, I agree with you. I agree with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you. But yeah, I never felt what you felt in terms of like, because I was if I was a child, I would have definitely, because I would see mothers come into school. Like my mum used to make an effort. She brought sweets to my school for my birthdays and stuff. She'd bring a birthday cake. She made an effort. Do you know what I mean? Every school I was in, she would come with something. Do you know what I mean? Just to make the teachers know, yeah, it's my son's birthday. So I got that. But I think with me, what I felt was, and even saying this, I don't know if people might think, "Raw, this guy's weird for saying this," but it's all part of grieving, bro. With me, I became very cold towards people who lost their mothers. After I lost my mum,
After you lost your mum.
after I lost my mum, because of the way
Why is
certain
that?
people, because the way people just treated me when my mum passed, I felt like they were treating me like, oh, don't mention nothing around him. He might trigger a memory of his mom, or yeah, I don't really want to. I stopped getting invites to certain parties, stopped getting invites to certain events that normally I'd go to with my
Because of
friends.
that.
I think it's because of that, bro. Because, bro, I was, bro. I remember one time, a group of my friends, we all went out to Shoreditch, and I just started crying after the party. And they were all hugging me. And after that, I just realized I never got no more invites, bro. So I don't know if they felt like, yeah, this guy, you know, because remember
maybe
then,
you're still grieving and stuff.
and I feel uncomfortable talking about mothers because their mothers were still alive. So I felt like, am I smudging some kind of dark energy on their happiness? You know what I'm trying to say? So I felt like a lot of people didn't want to have certain, though there were those that didn't think like that, and I'd feel super comfortable around them. Then there were those that made me feel a bit uncomfortable, but then I'd wonder, am I making them feel uncomfortable, or are they making me feel uncomfortable for talking and expressing how I feel around my friends? Because I'm in my shoes. I've lost my mom. These are my reality. I can't just like keep it, you know, away from the conversation just to make you guys feel comfortable. Do you know what I mean? So I felt a weird energy around certain people. So whenever those people would call me and say, hey, bro, my mom passed away, I kind of didn't give a fuck, if I'm going to be honest, bro. Like, I'll be like, oh, for real? Oh, sorry to hear that, bro. And I wouldn't try and console them. I just didn't want to, bro, if I'm going to be honest with you. I know it sounds fucked up, but I'll be like, but the ones who did, I'll be like, oh, bro, because I knew we finally, like, they finally could actually get it, because a lot of them were inquisitive. They'd be like, bro, what's it like? And they wanted to get it. So now, because they got it, our conversations were on par, if you know what I mean. So it wasn't just them trying to hear my experience. It was them actually now thinking, help me through my experience, Drazzy. Help me. So I felt like, yeah, our friendship is going to get stronger now. Do you know what I'm trying to say? You know, so they would call me like, bro, like, how did you, where did you buy the tombstone from? And what did you do? And I'm helping them, not just with like the arrangements, but I'm helping them with how they feel inside. And you know what I'm trying to say? Whereas the ones who were like on that fuckery shit and didn't really want to like, you know what I mean, be around, when they would call me, I was like, why are you calling me now? And I know it sounds weird, but I just didn't, I couldn't bring myself to be like, I forgive you, let me just help you. My energy was very much like the energy they gave me, which is like, oh, yeah. Oh, bro, sorry to hear that. And yeah, hope you, get stronger, bro. You know, and that was it. Because that's the energy I got from them. Do you get where I'm coming from? Like, sometimes I feel like it's that fucked up, but I just don't know how to pretend to care about people who don't care about me. Because my mum means a lot to me. So the energy they gave me was almost like, to them, it's just a lady that's passed away. To me, that's my universe. So the friends who understood that, I knew because they had beautiful relationships with their mothers. So they got it like, damn, what would I do if I was in your shoes? Because she means a lot to me. So when you just discard me like that and just act like, I felt like, okay, cool. Your mum means a lot to you. Cool, good for you. I don't know how to describe it, bro.
No, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Yeah, yeah, I don't know. The thing is, everyone just reacts to different situations in different ways. So, like, I can't floor you for your, because someone might floor me for the way I'd react to the same situation. Do you know what I'm saying? So, it's a time where some people are grieving, so you can't even, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, it's a deep conversation. It's still, it's mad
It is.
still.
It is. It is. And it all started with, will we see them again when we pass?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Guys, what do you think? Do you not think you're gonna? Do you see, like, obviously, if you've had any loved ones that's passed, do you think you're gonna see them again? Do you believe in reincarnation? And let me know what your
Life
thoughts
after
is. Are you,
death.
huh?
Life after death, reincarnation. There's so many versions of what happens when we die. You know, what do you guys believe in? Do you believe you're going to see your mum again, your dad again? If you've lost a loved one, a sibling, do you think you're going to see them again? Or do you think we just go back into the ether and that's it? Do you know what I mean? You know, and if reincarnation is real, bro, man, I don't want to come back. I don't want to come back to this place, bro. I really don't want to come back to this place, bro. Seriously. You know, even if I came back as a billionaire, I still wouldn't be happy in this place, bro. Do you know what I mean? This world, sometimes, bro, the things I see go on, the wars, the famine, the genocides, send me to another planet, another world where maybe things are a lot better. That's how I feel, basically. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, let us know what you guys think. Sorry, bro.
Yeah.
Go on. Sorry.
No.
I thought I was depressing you. I just saw your face. I was like, yo, let me get straight.
No, yeah, no. But exactly what you just said. Sometimes when I look at the state of the world, I just think, I just feel guilty for bringing my kids in here.
Oh,
but yeah, it's crazy.
Bro.
That's another conversation for another day.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, I can relate to that though. I can relate to that 100%, bro. 100%, I can relate to 100%. But we'll have that conversation another time. Do you know what I mean? Don't want to give these people too much. Too much. Do you know what I'm saying? They might be thinking, damn, y'all keeping it way too real, way too trill. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, leave your comments, man. Let us know how you feel, man. Let us know how you feel.